Keep it cute or put it on mute. Charcuterie boards in cars. Or char in a car.
Char in a car. I think that should definitely be muted.
You can't spell work, but you can work an armrest.
There you go.
I am so happy for you. Though, that when Joellen gave the recount of what happened at Rosie's home, it was accurate. As a viewer, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
When I listened to Liz get a rundown from Kelsey's mouth, it was conveniently edited.
Oh, yeah. And you missed the part that was like, she laid hands on me. She put physical hands on me. Welcome to reality in 5D.
Where everybody has a cousin in Cranston.
A secret in Newport.
And a vendetta older than the state itself. Let's spill. Are they going to hate us and completely cancel us in Rhode Island for our take on their accent?
I feel like they should be canceled for their Boston or like New Jersey accent.
I think just a lot
in
of
general.
New England sounds like that.
I guess so. I thought it was like strictly like Jersey, Boston, but I guess it's in that same
Hey, we're not hating.
vicinity.
I love the different accents. Honestly,
Same.
it's fun.
And I always like have heard of like a New England accent, but I didn't expect that from Rhode Island.
I love it though.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, like, I never thought Rhode Island would be the Housewives franchise giving the most right now.
Yeah.
And I am 100% for it. I loved the Rosie Kelsey fight of it all. I don't like Kelsey, but if we didn't have her, we wouldn't have the fight. So, I mean, it's necessary.
Yeah, that's true. And then we have the whole Liz and Alicia.
Theirs feels so personal. Where, like, the other, like, it's catty, it's a mean girl. But there's such, like, a history and the family aspect of it all. I mean, they're not family, but they're so close that they are. Because, you know, when you're that close of friends, your family, you know?
Right.
And your families are close.
Your relationship's a little different than another friend.
I have to say, almost every character makes sense on here. Ruella, if we didn't have her husband cheating on her, she would be irrelevant.
I mean, she kind of is irrelevant. She never shows up to anything. I forget she's even part of the cast at this point.
I wonder, why is she not a
if
friend?
It's not for her husband. Ugh, I don't know.
Can we talk about the reunion seating chart?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because
Liz and Alicia was not the biggest fight.
No.
Rosie and Kelsey's one of the biggest, like, altercations in housewife history. For the fact that Rosie threw her suitcase out, she physically pushed her out of her home, slammed the door on her. Production had to step in. They deserved it over them. Yeah. To be honest.
Liz, I feel, did deserve her spot. She brought a lot. She brought drama. She brought her house parties. She elevated the scene and like the environment. So like she did bring a lot to this group.
She did, but then like the Dino story fizzled out. The boat selling fizzled out. That was like a couple episodes in, and then it kind of fizzled.
Kind of did that
until this last episode. But like where her storyline wasn't that relevant, but like her character was pretty out there and bold. I mean,
well, she was the first to say that she comes across aggressive, intimidating, and now, I mean, she did exactly what she said she was going to do, and then now she's kind of like hearing it back, and it's like, oh, my character's being attacked. She's not liking it, so I think maybe you'll see her have more of a, hopefully, a change.
Are we talking about the ride at the end?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I felt like she was a little under the influence. The way she reacted and the way she was latching on to like one word and not hearing the whole picture or seeing the whole picture or whatever, you know what I mean? I felt like she seemed out of her mind there. And she kept pulling that like clip, pulling it back.
At the trivia even. Didn't you think when she sat down at the table, they were like, someone said something to her. She's like, hey. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, is she already wasted? She just showed up to the event.
Her glam is on point, though. A lot of them, I mean, these housewife franchises that have come late in the game, like, after Erica Jane entered the scene, they have all come in with like hardcore, full glam, full fits to the nine. Like, you know what I mean? I'm here for it. I think Rosie, she might give the best confessional look. Like with that arm piece and everything.
Can we?
She looks more pageant queen than Kelsey.
Yeah, I agree. I always forget that she wasn't the pageant queen. But Kelsey tried to be like, she got her money from all this like hush money from a basketball coach.
Oh, yeah. And the first coworker was married and she ruined his career.
Yeah. And then
his life.
She got hush money and she's like, that's how she was able to afford that house. And I'm like, wasn't she a news anchor? Like, what? You're going to completely dismiss? She had a whole career. Like,
still kind of does and runs her own thing on the side. So
has nothing. She has no career. She has no man. She's got none of that.
Agreed.
Well, maybe she's got one man. I say that in air quotes now because I feel like he's gonna leave her as soon as he watches this back. He's gonna get so much.
He kind of looks like a cuck. Like, it's kind of embarrassing. You know what I mean?
It is embarrassing for him. It's hard to watch. I'm like, dude, I don't even know him. For, like, the sake of it, I hope he's just as bad as she is. That way I don't have to feel bad for him. But, like, run, Bill, run.
Yeah, no kidding. Rosie saging that house. I was like, girl, you need something a little stronger. You might need to call in a priest.
An exorcism.
They're still talking about this house. Like, they're coming for this house. It's crazy. And Kelsey immediately calling Liz. I clocked that.
Yeah.
And the version, we knew it was going to be twisted. We knew it was not going to be legitimately what happened, but she left convenient details out of the story that she gave to Liz.
Also, did you see Rosie's boyfriend? Or
Rosie's husband, right?
Her husband. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. He sings and he
Frank Sinatra songs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She showed a picture of them like a long time ago together too when they first got together. And he's a little bit on like the nerdy side, which I love. But
he was a huge DJ on the radio Kiss FM or something.
And they showed a picture of them together, and I mean, she sounds like she's just like infatuated with him. And they showed a picture, and she was young in that picture. Mm-hmm. So for these rumors to be like she ruined a marriage and was
one's talking about their relationship and the impact that these comments might have on it.
Yeah, because that looks like a relationship has been going on for a while.
She hasn't even touched on that, honestly, and I agree with you because that is shady and shitty.
Yeah, I would be so livid if that people were saying things like that about me.
Come from. The trivia night. Okay, I have to say, Ashley gave more this episode. I want to say that, but I've gone down a TikTok wormhole. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Ashley gave a lot this episode with the trivia night. I could have done without the Costco trip. That was irrelevant to me. Like, they just needed to stretch it a little farther. Yeah. Honestly, you could have given me more of the car ride with Liz and Joellen and Alicia and less of the Costco trip.
Yeah, that was so pointless.
I felt like the trivia night in general is kind of a last-ditch effort to get something in there because she hasn't really done a lot. I laughed the hardest at her when she had the gold mask on her face. Like,
I think about that and laugh.
But she cries all the time. And actually, before we sat down to film this, I just saw a TikTok video, and they were like, for those of you who don't know Ashley from The Bachelor, because we do not watch The Bachelor, I could give 2 Fs. But she cries exactly like she does on the show. I feel like it's so, like, she's just that girl that's her cop-out.
Why does she keep
right into crying?
Herself and others to that kind of torture?
Like, telling these Bachelor boys that, like, what will she ever do if they're not together, and crying, and, like, it's just crazy.
Oh, like her hypothetical situation at the table that she'd never been through?
Yeah, exactly. Nothing bad's ever happened to me.
But I still think about it, and, I mean, it's really disappointing and distraught.
Rosie trying to pull the I'm not going if Kelsey goes. Like, come on, girl. You just stood up to her finally. Come on.
Yeah.
And I'm glad she went. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad Kelsey went because honestly, it was entertaining. I don't like Kelsey, but I think it's hilarious. The two of them together. Oh,
but we knew this was going to happen.
Please.
Did she even get invited for the reunion?
She's like last chair. She shouldn't even be there. She should be a friend of for the level she's given.
And she's not going to give us anything at the reunion. I already know this.
Some half-assed questions we've already, like, gotten the answers to about Brian. Like, we don't care.
And she's going to sit there and just smile and be like, pretend everything is great.
Just like I didn't care about Ruella at the beach, but I did find it very convenient that not only did Joellen's neighbor show up, but she showed up mic'd. Did you catch that? Yeah. How funny. How
yelling and
how
running
random.
over like crazy.
Oh, hey, crazy seeing you here. They just slipped a battery pack on me and a microphone.
In a crowded ass beach. And
just to say that she also has an issue with Joellen and doesn't know who she is. Okay, like, duh.
Thank you for your 5 minutes of fame.
I don't think anyone is ignorant or oblivious to the fact that these women are turning it on a little bit more for the camera. So yeah, maybe they're a little bit more extra for a couple months out of the year when they're working to keep a job or even get a season 1 off the ground. That's even harder, you know? Yeah. So I'm sure she's not the same person these last couple of months. She's busy. She's filming a show on a hit network. So,
well, I don't know. Joellen kind of looks like one of those girls that, like, you'd think you'd know her, and then she would completely surprise you.
What did Liz say? It's a banana peel?
She's a slippery banana peel.
Yeah, you wouldn't see it or you wouldn't expect it, and then all of a sudden you bust your ass or whatever, basically.
Well, then producers asked her if that meant she was, like, playing both sides, and she's like, yeah. So, and you can see it. She wants everyone at odds. She can, like, play each side and be like, agree with each person on their own terms, and then just, like, deflect so that it never comes back onto her. She looked like the hero the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, for sure.
But I've seen some looks that she gave, like, Liz, when Liz tried to implement her into, like, what she was.
I know the look because I'm an oldest child, and that's a look you give when, like, the youngest is about to give too much, and you're like, shut the fuck up, you're about to bust us. That was the look. That was the look, like, Liz, shut up, now she knows we were talking about her. And Joellen, baby, she's gonna watch the show. Of course, are you kidding? She's gonna find out.
That was... But you know what? I feel like Joella, what's her name again?
Joellen. Oh, God.
I swear I'm going to remember these.
We're, like, getting close to the end of season 1, I feel.
She's kind of, like, turning out to be the kind of girl I thought she was going to be. And
I liked her more in the beginning than I do now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's kind of showing that her mom had more of a point with her, that she gave her up to the state probably because she couldn't control her anymore.
Ooh, ouch. I could see that.
And once someone is so out of hand that you have no control over them or their behavior.
Yeah. I felt that the whole dinner between Kelsey, Joellen, and Liz, Joellen's just always intermixed. And in the right place, conveniently in the right time when she's going to get the shit. She's the fly on the wall, you know? And like that dinner. Immediately, Joellen turns around and she's like, what happened? Kelsey, did you catch that? And Kelsey's like, I haven't even told you. Like, how do you know? Which, duh. They're calling and calling. Liz, she called Liz, Kelsey, immediately when she drove away from Rosie's home. So, and Joellen's like, yeah, Rosie called. And I tried to be kind. And she's like, oh, I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself. And I feel like that's like what we're all saying because she was being bullied.
Yeah.
And everyone can tell.
Yeah.
And I thought it was interesting that Liz was shocked that Rosie called Joellen, which without saying is basically like you talk the most shit about Rosie, or you talk, at least you're talking shit about Rosie. And I clocked that.
I did too.
And I clocked that about Liz, because not only is Joellen always conveniently the shit stir, Liz is always conveniently where the shit lay. So they're both the fly.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The fly and the maggot.
Yeah. Ooh, ouch. I did clock, though, that when Joellen gave the recount of what happened at Rosie's home, it was accurate. As a viewer, that's what I saw. Yeah. When I listened to Liz get a rundown from Kelsey's mouth, it was conveniently edited.
Oh, yeah.
In a way that Miss Influencer would have it.
I had just gotten there and she kicked me out. And
not that she was coming through the neighborhood on a loudspeaker, acting a fool, continued to be an asshole to her in her own home.
Kelsey
she even pushed her in her home.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You pushed me in my home. You're going to get
that part up, and I was so shocked. I was like, okay, you're going to sit there and be like, she yelled over a speaker. Like, you brought up all the petty things that weren't actually, like, a real issue. And you missed the part that was like, she laid hands on me. She put physical hands on me. So I threw her out. Like, that's all she had to say.
I physically threw her out.
Yeah, right.
I was proud of Rosie. That was a great moment in Housewives. Like, that's a clubhouse moment. That's like a, come on.
That and
you get it, girl.
I just love a cracker.
Yeah. Oh my God. I can never look at a cracker again the same way. Like, I'm always going to say cracker now. Like, if we're in the grocery, I'm going to pass it. I'm going to go cracker.
Did we find out if she was a Sag or not?
She is a Sag.
Oh my God. She is.
You can't tell.
No, I can't.
Oh, I was going to say.
It's the words she makes up. What else did she say? Oh, Aubrey's. I love Aubrey's. And they're like, Aubrey's is Audrey.
Yeah, she got it wrong. Yeah.
There was something else she kept saying and she couldn't, like...
Oh, she made up another word.
She makes up words all the time.
Oh, it'll come back to us. I'm sure it'll come back to us. So funny. Oh, did you catch, too, that Bill, the boyfriend of Kelsey, when they were asking him how he felt after literally everyone interjected their opinion, they asked him last. That was, I clocked that.
Yeah.
He was like, well, she's not her ex's problem anymore. Problem.
Well, he also said, I don't think that's any of his, like, responsibilities.
Yeah.
Even, like...
Her responsibilities and that she's a problem. That's what I clocked. And she is a problem.
She is a problem.
But...
But she doesn't want to commit to him because he won't pay for her to just live her life like the other dude.
What
stupidly did
bothered me the most, and this goes back to Joellen and Liz always being where the shit lay. I did not like the way that Liz and all of the girls were able to talk so openly about Alicia's homelessness and whether they agreed with it or not without her there to defend herself, which it's Housewives. This is how it works. But Liz, you're close enough to be family, and I'm sorry, in Italian culture, isn't that like you don't fuck with your family? And that was a low blow.
Yeah. Well, even like when she was trying to like say her story and like open up and bond with everyone, Liz cut her off and was like, you are never homeless. Right away invalidated all of her feelings, what she went through, regardless if she was on the street or whatnot.
And at least that time it was to her face.
She didn't even get to say her story at all. She didn't even get to speak. She cut her off, and she tried to cut Rosie off again when she was telling her story. Like, it was Joellen who had to be like, can I hear her tell the story? Like, and
Liz looked at Joellen like, shut your mouth. How dare you? I'm controlling the narrative. I'm the Kyle Richards. That's our Capricorn of the cast. Yeah.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Liz is low-key giving producer pet this episode. That's this episode's producer pet.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I agree with what you're saying, but I have to say, at least in that moment, she was invalidating her to her face because she spent the rest of the episode invalidating her behind her back.
Yeah,
which was worse. All of their friend group, which it's worse.
Even getting other people to weigh in and like, ugh.
How do you feel? Yeah.
Yeah. That's just awful.
And the trivia night of it all. That was... I don't even... I was...
SlamPig USA.
Thank God. Oh First of all, we weren't the only people who had to Google what that was.
What? How do you not know? Like,
I mean, I had a feeling, but I knew there had to be like...
No, it sounds bad. It sounds like a concubine, basically. They're calling her a concubine.
I felt the trivia night.
Concubine would be nicer, honestly.
Yeah. Well, it sounds a lot prettier.
Yeah.
You can keep the pig out of it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I felt the trivia night was really just to get business, honestly, and they've mentioned several times about how they're struggling and he really wants to make it work, but it's not. So I saw it for what it was, but what's the percentage that they're going to have to pay to Bravo for that? You know, or is it that, you know, you have to have clearance to film in certain locations? So they're like, we have a business. You clearly have the clearance to film here.
Oh, that's nice. Plus, now, you know, people are going to be coming all over, like, from all over. Sorry. And they're going to be like, okay, what was the table that they sat in?
I mean, you're right. Yeah.
I want to sit at the table that they had that big...
The Housewives tour. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad Rosie showed to this night. But I immediately was annoyed by Liz trying to turn around and be like, so how do you feel? Like, eyes all bugged, like, oh, I can't wait to get something out of you. And she's like, I'm good. And didn't give her anything. Good for you, Rosie. Got that. Absolutely. And as she started to talk and tell her story, Liz was like, do you feel like you acted on? Do you feel like you were too dramatic? Did you catch that?
Yeah.
She kept purposely throwing those little digs in. And that was annoying to me.
Trying to invalidate her feelings and her side of the story. Well, it was just kidding. Do you feel like she was just kidding? Do you think you were being sensitive? Do you think it was you?
I did think it was fucking hilarious when they were trying to guess the pig on Toy Story.
Oh, yeah.
And Joellen wrote Kelsey because Rosie called her a SlamPig. Why didn't we get the reaction to that? That would have been hilarious.
I know.
Was it one game of trivia, though? Because the themes were all over the place.
The theme was supposed to be Disney, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
And I'm sure that pig, I was like, ham, and they're like, bacon. And I was like, ugh.
Nope, just she's beauty, she's grace, she's Miss SlamPig United States.
SlamPig, Miss SlamPig. It was funny, though. I was like, okay, the other only acceptable answer. That was the best. But I would have never, like, worn a sash of some kind of, like,
that she homemade from a craft store. It was hideous. If you're gonna do it, at least have that made professional. You are an actual beauty queen. And now I really do think you paid for your crown.
That trivia night was like, it's a 55 and older crowd. So, like, she looked ridiculous and they looked horrified.
How about when Kelsey did come in that awful outfit? And she goes straight to Ashley and she says, thank you for not uninviting me. And Ashley's like, you're welcome. I laughed so hard. Like, you're welcome. You're lucky, basically.
Oh my gosh, yes. That was so pure.
The divide is real because Alicia is clearly Team Rosie.
Yeah.
I have caught that. And I don't know if she's Team Rosie because she genuinely is Team Rosie, or if she's Team Rosie because she sees that Liz is so hard up Kelsey's ass. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I want to know what's going on. If that's like a legit friendship, or if she legit backs her, or if it's really just to get back at Liz. But that whole fight in that coffee shop, I keep wanting to say restaurant. It's giving both. I don't know. I guess you eat at coffee shops. But
well, you can, yeah. It's like a cafe.
The whole fight, everyone's stopping. That girl holding up her iPhone to film. I was like, this is so... I mean, we're just going to throw the fourth wall out the window. Let's break all the walls down.
I feel like they were kind of breaking the fourth wall. Alicia was, anyways, when she keep like, I want to get a percentage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. For her business proposal.
Yeah.
Why does she try to dress up? Did you hear her daughter quote Paris Hilton? That's hot. And like... She dressed up like Cher and Clueless, and like there's something about her that's not very genuine. She's trying really hard for this character that she's playing.
I don't know. There's something about her that's very traumatized, and I don't think she was actually able to like mature.
Yeah.
As an adult. She's
past her dad leaving her.
Yeah,
which
I think
makes
she
sense.
still has like childlike qualities because of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a trauma. Because she was deeply traumatized by that. She talks about it literally every episode. So, and I mean, they even had her mom validate that, like, the dad left them nothing and, like...
They moved from family to family. So, I mean, I get...
But it was a struggle.
Right. But I do understand where Liz is coming from. Homeless in this country, when you say, like, that person is homeless, your mind goes to... The streets, under a bridge, unkempt. You know, like, there is a very cliche image, I think, that comes to your mind. Well, and that wasn't Alicia. Alicia had family who cared for her, who took care of her. She had... And Liz also saying she was standing up for the family, and the fact that would have really hurt them to hear that. Like, they were like, no, you weren't homeless because we were there for you. In that sense, I understand. Mom was like,
I'm glad you're sharing your story and, like, getting it out there. So that was the opposite of what was happening. So, again, it wasn't her story to tell. And she should have let Alicia tell her story. The fact that Alicia wasn't able to tell her story in the way she wanted to tell it, and Liz just assumed and jumped down her throat because she would never lived on the streets, when she never said she did. because she had a clear picture of what homelessness looks like in her brain, she attacked or accosted Alicia for it, and then tried to be like, America has an idea. It couldn't even like admit for like it was her own fault. Like, take some accountability. That was your hindsight and your lack of foresight that did that. Not America, not everybody else.
I remember the word that Alicia made up.
What?
Stickle.
Stickle.
He's very stickle about business. I cry. I'm like, what does that even mean? Fickle? Is that where she was going with that? Maybe, I don't even know. Or a stickler?
Stickler, fickle.
Why is she the old man from Boondock Saints who can't get a damn proverb right? It's literally her, but with the whole English language. Like a cracker and a stickler. A stickle.
She said something else too. They kept trying to correct her, and she kept messing it up every single time in the confession.
He was her husband, or I'm sorry, fiance, was very quick to also cave on her business deal.
Yeah.
And offer her money. I'm like, how much has he been holding out on her? How much has she been entitled to this whole time? Because he was like, okay, fine, she's onto it now. She needs her cut.
Well, he was trying to be supportive, but he looked like it came out of nowhere. And she is not the one that looks like she works. Or wants
she
to
can't
work.
even spell work. Did you catch that? Oh, oops, I spelt work wrong. I was like, oh my God.
Her handwriting looked like, I thought that was the daughter's presentation, just like he did. And I was like, oh gosh, it's not. It's not.
It was the poster board.
Yeah, but the handwriting too, that was like second, third grade handwriting.
Nothing says Gen X, like, because I'm sure she had to present her high school projects on a poster board like that.
The fold out one.
Yeah, nothing screams Gen X like the way she did that whole thing.
She put on like a computer thing and was like, I can't work the TV. And you want to work what, pizza ovens? Yeah, right.
Right.
And then she had to put in the contract, if I work. That's how I knew she had no intentions on actually working. She just wanted the money and the 10%.
I loved.
She wrote herself out in a little cop out right there.
Speaking of writing out, I loved her idea, and so did the fiance, about writing the mama's notes in the lunchbox. Yeah. But did you catch the daughter go, okay, who are you and where's my mom? Because you've never done that. When she was like, you know how I write you little notes in your food? And she's like, okay, this is where I have to call you out because you've never done that. The kid is literally like, how old? And she caught her mom in a lie. She's like, you're not going to live that one down. The fiance even laughed. I was like, ooh, busted. Busted. I loved it.
He was even like, I think you're getting defensive because you don't know where the money is and how it's like managed. And she was like so angry. It was like, I just want 10% of your earnings.
Yeah.
Like, what? Who is telling you
she just wants the coins.
Well, get your coin, girl, but like, I don't know what your game plan is, but it doesn't seem like it's like in it for the long haul. You know what I mean?
No. She just wants to make her own coin. I feel like she's kind of getting to the point that she might be out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or over it.
Well, and we know Bravo pushes everyone to start their own business so that they can get their cut.
Or you think they're getting part of the pizza now?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
from pizza ovens to pizza parlors. To Bravo! Look at where you've come from to Pizzagate. Mm-hmm. To Pizzagate. All right. Well, I think this brings us to a game. Keep it cute or put it on mute. Keep it cute, Courtney, or put it on mute. Rosie's velour jumpsuit.
So cute. So cute.
That's a win.
Or Marla. What's
Margot.
Margot. I don't even know her name.
And we're done with you, Margot. We've already forgot your name.
I've changed you to something more aesthetically pleasing.
Whoever you are, take notes. All right. Keep it cute or put it on mute. We have overproducing storylines.
It depends on how it's overproducing is never a good thing. So it comes across so.
Think of it as organic or produced.
That needs to be put on mute.
Yeah, put it on mute. I agree. All right, our last keep it cute or put it on mute. Charcuterie boards in cars. Or char in a car.
Char in a car. I think that should definitely be muted.
Muted? Yeah, why?
That was obnoxious. I mean, It was just so obnoxious. They had nowhere to put it.
Yeah, they couldn't figure out how to sit the damn thing. And the whole time I'm like, put the armrest down and sit it across. And finally, they give Alicia her flowers. They're like, good for you, girl. You figured something out. You can't spell work, but you can work an armrest.
There you go.
I am so, so happy for you. But I'm excited for this trip to Boston. I don't like that this is our girls' trip, right? Did they go somewhere in the very beginning?
I thought Liz brought him somewhere.
Did
yes,
you take him
to the mansion?
But that was also in Rhode Island?
Yeah.
What is the budget? Like, you all have these amazing homes, but we're not going out of the country season 1 in the year 2026 when you're the how manyth housewife franchise out there. You should have taken us to Europe. What is going on?
Yeah, for sure. Because the only one that took us anywhere was Liz.
I mean, there's something clearly...
Oh, and Kelsey's about to take them all to a concert or whatever for her husband.
Yeah, that's the girls' trip. It's Boston, right? She's inviting everyone but Kelsey. Which, duh.
Yeah.
Of course. I did have to say, Rosie is the only one who called and apologized to Kelsey. After that whole shit show at the restaurant. I mean, they were dropping plates on heads. She did. Mm-hmm. She did. And, it might be, like, they might not be able to afford a bigger girls' trip. I mean, Ashley was toning her own hair. And her sister was, like, giving her the formula over the phone. I'm like, what state do you live in? They're probably about to snatch your beauty license. Did you catch that?
Oh, she was guiding her through box dye, though.
Alicia being like, I love a SlamPig. She was saying that her mom or her grandma, her aunt, somebody said SlamPig, and Liz turned that into her mom invented SlamPig. And no, she didn't. No, she didn't. It's Googleable. Did you hear that? I was like, now Liz is getting jealous of Alicia. It's like whoever the camera points out, Liz is like, I'm over here. I'm over here.
Just discredit that person so you think I'm the only one that's real and everybody else is fake. Mm-hmm. It's usually the opposite.
I felt like Liz was kind of pushed to address the homelessness rumors too, because she's like sitting in the back, and the whole time she's sitting in the back, she's uncomfortable. I'm clocking her energy because like her glam's on point. Whoever's doing it's getting more polished, and she's looking younger every episode. Yeah. Maybe it's fresh Botox.
It was that little tiny hand she was slapping her face with.
Oh, we need one of those. I know. Yeah, I wondered. I'm like, what is that? You freeze it and slap your face around a little bit? Ooh. The slap and tickle. I love it.
It was interesting.
But the second, like, she kept looking straight at the camera, too. Did you see that? I'm like, all the fourth walls that were breaking, like, being filmed, like, TV 101, don't look at the camera. And she's, like, sitting in the back seat, staring straight into the camera. And then she's like, okay, fine. Like, I need you to move. And she moves up the seat and sits by Alicia, and that's when she goes for the throat about the homelessness. Like, it felt like she was sitting back there the whole time. They were like, Liz, come on. We need you to, like, push this further. We need you to dig. You know how they do. Yeah. And, I mean, Liz confronted her, and Alicia, I knew it was going to end bad because her voice cracked. And then, like, the tears. And we seen the clip for next week. She was in tears still sitting in the restaurant while he's performing, so. Aww. But she's a Sag, so there's going to be, like, more to it. Like, it's not just going to be her sitting there in tears. That's because she's about to, like, snap.
Oh, yeah. When she's done crying, it'll be just full on rage, fury.
She called Liz a snake in her confessional.
Mm-hmm. Liz is kind of giving that energy, I'm not going to lie.
I agree. I mean, I think she had a full on crash out, to be honest. And all that Liz could focus on was that she made the comment about seeing her true colors. Full circle.
Oh, yeah. My character. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, when you do what you did, you get what you got. Own it and apologize. No one said it had to be your character just because you had a mistake. Or, like, you were quick to judge or assume. How hard is it to say, I was quick to judge, I was wrong? Go ahead and tell your story. I'm sorry I invalidated your feelings. Some people can't see that part of themselves. They cannot look at anything they did as wrong or bad, or like it like completely crumbles their whole self-identity.
Well, Liz is clearly someone who has a lot of narcissistic tendencies. I mean, she's wearing a fucking crown in her confessional. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And anytime it's not about her, she's gonna do the most to bring it in. So, I don't know. I wonder how many episodes we have left. Each one is kind of explosive. Yeah. Like, a lot of drama. A lot. It's giving old Jersey. I love it. Mm-hmm. I do. I love it. I love it. This is why we're here. We're not here for... Yeah.
Like Salt Lake City had a baby.
A cracker. Saltine cracker. Yes. City. Yeah.
Saltine crackers.
I'm here for it. Thank God. We've needed it. I felt like we've had some kind of low-key seasons going on in some other Housewives franchises, but...
It's always nice to have, like, a fresh start.
Yeah.
Fresh faces.
Well, I guess that's kind of all we had for this episode.
Yeah, I feel like it was a lot.
I know. Well, as always, guys, thanks for listening to Reality in 5D with Matt.
And Courtney.
Bye.